Hi everyone, I'm Wilfred, and today I want to share something groundbreaking that could change the way we, as startup founders, navigate the venture capital landscape. If you're like me, a founder juggling endless pitches, tight deadlines, and very high stakes, you know how valuable your time is. Too valuable to waste on VCs who aren't writing checks or are unclear about what they expect during the pitch submission process. So, what I thought about this problem was a solution. And not to be overly critical, this is a big problem. So, I created a platform where startup founders like you and me can leave honest reviews of venture capitalist firms. Think of it as Yelp for VCs, but with a twist. It's designed to empower founders and bring transparency to an industry that often feels like a black box. Let's be real. The fundraising process can be like an endless game of darts, except you're blindfolded. Especially as a black founder raising capital for the winner circle. I experienced this firsthand. For those who don't know, the winner circle is an on demand manufacturing platform where we're taking sustainability seriously by reducing carbon emissions and selling carbon credits. It's a game changing idea, but convincing VCs of that, not so easy. Over the course of the year, I sent out pitch decks to tens of dozens of firms, big names, small names, you name it. And let me tell you, I have the rejection letters to prove it. We'll dive into that in a moment because that deserves its own video. But first, let's talk about what inspired me to create this new review site. Now, this platform that I'm still working on a name for isn't just about venting frustration. It's about creating accountability. Founders will be able to share insights into their experiences from how clear the intake process is to whether the VC follows up at all. And if you're a California based startup, this platform will also help ensure compliance with the diversity reporting law of California. Here's how this is going to work. When founders indicate that they and the VC firm are California based, additional demographic questions will appear. These help collect data on race, ethnicity, gender identity, and disability status, giving founders a voice in a system that often leaves them out of the conversation. For me, the 2024 year of fundraising for the Winner Circle was a very deep experience in humility. It was an eye opener also, and it got me thinking about a lot of things. There were sleepless nights spent perfecting our pitch deck, countless hours preparing for meetings. I got ghosted a lot, so those meetings never happened, and a lot of hope poured into every email I sent out. But the rejection letters just kept piling up. I want to show you just how real this struggle is. And in the next video, we're going to share these letters. They represent a year of hard work, determination, and yes, failure. And as LinkedIn likes to say, you got to show the failure as well. And so we're going to take a closer look. Now, this isn't just my story. The disparities in VC funding are staggering. Did you know that while white funders receive a majority of venture capital funding, black founders barely see a fraction of it? And so in follow-up videos, we'll dive into the cold, hard numbers and unpack why this gap exists. If you ever felt like the system isn't built for you, trust me, you're not alone. And I foresee that together, we can start holding this VC industry accountable and pave the way for future founders to thrive. If this resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Share your fundraising experiences in the comment below. As I develop this platform, your input is very important. I basically just designed the form with several questions that are familiar with me, but I want to know more about your insight so I can really refine it. As a former UX designer, of course, your input is what really matters, not me. I'm just providing a solution to a problem. But we can grow many conversations out of this. And if you're ready to be part of the change, check out the platform. The link will be in the description. I don't have a name for it yet. I honestly don't. I threw a couple of names around. Nothing really stood out. I would just call it right now, maybe something simple like VC Review. So the name is subject to change, I guess. So we'll just call it VC Review. The link will be in the description box below. And until next time, keep pushing forward, founders. I'm not going to say nothing cheesy, like things are going to get better, or we got this, or anything like that. But I do think that this would be a tool for us to better direct our time. Because the only way I could think of, the only reason I could think of, if all pitch decks are made equal, and probably some aren't, but they're never sharing that. But let's just say if all pitch decks are equal, if this is really equal and unbiased, let's just start there, right? We're going to say this process of pitching VCs, not pitching yet, you're sending a pitch deck to VCs is equal and unbiased. Then the problem would be, my deduction would be that there are a lot of VCs that aren't cutting checks, but still taking pitch decks. And so, as startup founders, like I said, our time is very valuable, very valuable. And so we need to know, hey, before I go and apply to this VC firm, are they even cutting checks? What have other founders said? Ooh, that's the name. That's the name. I just got the name. What have other founders said? It's kind of long. What have other founders said? It's kind of long, but it works. I like that. That's the name. What have other founders said? That's the name. Thank you, guys. You see, this is what I'm talking about. This helps. This helps. So, okay, let me get back to work because I'm building out the form. I'm gonna go live in a couple of hours and show you guys later on this evening, 6 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. I'm gonna go live. Look for that, and I'm gonna show you guys me building this over probably like 2, 3, 4 days. I think it's gonna take because right now I got the form done. Well, I got the form outlined. And I'll put it up there. Try to get some feedback on the questions. Then I'm gonna build a database so that capture the form data. Got to build a database, and then I got to build. I got to build out how it creates the review page. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. But the simple parts is just the form, the database, which I'm using my favorite Firestore. So that's simple stuff. Simple script put together using a language learning model, and then the inputted data outputs to a review of the VC and some type of card. I like cards because they're clean, so I got to get to all of that. So I'm thinking this project might take about 3 to 4 days. If everything goes well with no problems. If there's problems, of course, I only foresee problems with the database because Firestore is kind of hinky. But I got a workaround I could use. I really don't want to use it, but I got a workaround I could use. I'm just doing a lot of thinking about the project. See, I try to imagine and visualize the flow of the project and what results I want to see from each point I complete. So I've been doing this for a while. Like I even made a project to see what VCC when they get a pitch deck. That's Unicorn Hunter. Check that out too. But so I've been doing this for a while, but I kind of started to learn how to think about the output more. Not where you start, but what you're gonna see when you complete it, and also when thinking about the output more, what what what's the word I want to use? What pain points I'm going to encounter, so that this way I can already be prepared for them and have a problem for them solved. So it's a little anticipation I like to do. But anyway, that's what we got today. Thank you for joining me. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Also, join me on LinkedIn. Like I said, come back around 6 or 7 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. I'm going to be building this live. Well, not really much to build. I already got the form done. I'm going to show you the form and how it works. It's pretty cool. And you can give me some feedback. And then I work on the database stuff. See, database is kind of boring. Setting it up is kind of boring. And I kind of do an automated thing. But anyway, let me save this for later. All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day.